Hello, my dear students. I welcome you all to learn a new chapter today, Comprehension of Unseen Passages. Your question paper will be divided into three sections. Section A, Reading. Section B, Writing and Grammar. Section C, Literature. Section A, Reading Comprehension. This reading comprehension is given to test conceptual understanding, decoding, analyzing, inferring, interpreting, and vocabulary. So this section carries 20 marks, 25% of the question paper. Writing skill and grammar, second part, section B, it carries 20 mark. Literature, the third and the last section, section C, carries 40 mark. Now, we are going to discuss about the section A, reading. There are two questions will be given, two passages. First passage, discursive passage of 400 to 450 words. It is given to you to test inference, evaluation, and vocabulary. Multiple choice questions will be given. You have to write 10 out of 12 questions. Second passage, case-based factual passage with visual input, statistical data, chart, etc. This passage contains 300 to 350 words. It is given to test, analysis, and interpretation. So you have to write 10 out of 12 questions. You have to answer 10 out of 12 questions. So total length of two passages, 700 to 750 words. How to do this part A, reading? How to write successfully in the comprehension passages? Comprehension. What is the meaning of the word comprehension? Comprehend. The meaning of the word comprehend, understand. Comprehension of passage means understanding what the writer wants to say. Purpose. The purpose of the comprehension, the passage, to test the understanding level and grasping power of the students. Students are required to read carefully and answer the questions. Students need to have a complete understanding of the passage before attempting to answer the questions. What are the things you have to do? What are the things you should not do? Do not use outside knowledge in selecting or formulating your answer. Second one, always answer only from what is in the passage. Any answer that cannot be supported with information written or implied in the passage should be eliminated. Students should always be extra careful when reading the instruction. That's very important. Reading the instructions or questions, you have to read carefully. You miss or even misunderstand important points, so read carefully. For example, if you are asked for antonyms or synonyms for a particular word that is in the passage, then consider the context first. So you should remember this. Please be careful when you read the instructions. Read the instructions and questions carefully. Next, read the questions first. Always read the questions first. This makes you aware about what to look for in the passage when you read. This helps you focus your attention on important words and phrases. You can mark the passage lightly when you see one of those terms, making it easy to find when you are ready to verify your answer. If you first read the passage and then go on to read the questions, it often becomes necessary to search through the passage repeatedly. So read the questions first. Review your answer sheets. After you are finished with the questions, review your paper. This will help you correct your answers or reframe your sentences if necessary. You should always review and go back to the sections where you had doubts. An example I given here, this is a passage. So what is it to be a gentleman? Is it to have lofty aims, to lead a pure life, to keep your honor virgin, to have the esteem of your fellow citizens, and the love of your friends, to bear good fortune meekly, to suffer evil with constancy, and through evil or good to maintain truth always. Show me the man whose life exhibits these qualities, and him we will salute as gentleman. Whatever his rank may be, show me the prince who possesses them, and he may be sure of our love and loyalty. This is the passage, example passage. Questions are given here. First question, give a suitable title to the passage. What is the theme of the passage? What qualities are expected of a gentleman? Do you find such kind of gentleman often? What does the writer wish to do if he finds such a person? What is mean by lofty aims? Which word in the paragraph means the same as display? 8th question, write the summary of the passage in your own words. 9th question, the last question, do you agree with the writer's views? If yes, why? If no, why? So this is the passage and this is the questions. Will you try? Okay, no problem. I'll try and we will try in the same way. So let's get the answer now. Answer for the questions. First question answer and second question answer, and third and fourth one and fifth one, sixth one and seventh one. The answers are given here in this place. So you can try when you read this passage. After reading this, you read the questions and you try. Okay, my dear students. Now we are going to learn about this topic, reading comprehension, in detail. The definition for this reading comprehension, first of all. The next we are going to discuss about Barrett's taxonomy of reading comprehension. Next, the questioning technique to develop comprehension. 3 levels of comprehension we are going to discuss. Comprehension. Already I told you the meaning of the word comprehend, understand. Comprehension is the essence of reading. It is a complex thinking process that requires the reader to construct meaning from the text. Reading comprehension is the ability to read text, process it, and understand its meaning. An individual's ability to comprehend text is influenced by their traits and skills, one of which is the ability to make inferences. Reading comprehension is the act of understanding what you are reading. Reading comprehension is an intentional, active, interactive process that occurs before, during, and after a person reads a particular piece of writing. So now let's discuss Barrett's taxonomy of comprehension skills. Look at the first one, literal comprehension. Second one, reorganization. Third one, inferential comprehension. Fourth one, evaluation. At most, the last, appreciation. Keywords are given for literal comprehension, reorganization, inferential comprehension, evaluation, appreciation. If you go to literal comprehension, a label, list, name, relate, recall, repeat, state, these are all the keywords. Reorganization, the keywords related to this: classify, regroup, rearrange, assemble, collect, categorize. For the inferential comprehension, the keywords predict, infer, guess. And the fourth one, evaluation. The keywords for this: analyze, appraise, evaluate, justify, reason, criticize, judge. These are the keywords are used for this. The last one, appreciation. For this, the keywords critique, appraise, comment, appreciate. These keywords are used according to Barrett's taxonomy. So, three levels of reading comprehension. First level, literal. Second one, interpretative. Third one, applied. The first level, literal level. What is the literal level? The literal level focuses on reading the passages, hearing the words, or weaving the images. Listen carefully. The literal level focuses on reading passages, hearing the words, or weaving the images. It involves identifying the important and essential information. With guidance, students can distinguish between the important and less important ideas, facts and details, rote learning and memorization, surface understanding. So these are the examples and example questions related to this level. What did the author say? Where did Henry's family go on vacation? So the literal level. Second one, the interpretative level. At the interpretative level, the focus shifts to reading between the lines, looking at what is implied by the material under study. It requires students to combine pieces of information in order to make inferences about the author's intent and message. Drawing inferences, tapping into prior knowledge or experience, attaching new learning to old information, making logical leaps and educated guesses, reading between the lines to determine what is meant by what is stated. So example questions related to this: what was meant by what was said. A third one is applied level. This applied level, understanding at the literal and interpretative levels are combined, reorganized, and restructured at the applied level to express opinions, draw new insights, and develop fresh ideas. Critical reading and analysis. Analyzing, synthesizing, applying. This third level, applied level. So first level, literal, interpretive, applied level. So first level, reading the lines. Second level, reading between the lines. And the third one and the last level, reading beyond the lines. So some questions, questioning technique. How to question the reading comprehension. That techniques are given. Closed questions, open questions, yes or no type questions, retailing questions, and wait time and positive reinforcement. So let us discuss one by one now. Closed questions. What is the closed questions? Closed questions are kind of questions that require short response that can be found in the text. For example, what happened first in the story? What is a reptile? Closed questions. Many comprehension tests use closed questions, and readers need to know how to find the information in the book with which to answer the questions. Closed questions. Open questions. This is also one of the technique to test the reading comprehension. Open questions require more in-depth answers. Often the answer is not explicitly stated in the text. Some open questions require the reader to use her or his own ideas plus the information in the book to draw a conclusion about the topic. Other open questions require reader to voice an opinion. Still others may require the reader to apply what she or he has read to different situations. Open questions. Open questions can often begin with the words why, how, explain, and what if. Examples are given. The next type is yes or no type questions. Yes or no type questions are closed questions that effectively cut off the discussion by setting up by the child to answer with yes or no. With yes or no. Example of this type of questions: did you like the story? Is a snake a reptile? Question may be yes or no. If yes or no questions are asked, they should always be followed by with the clarification questions such as why. Next, if they say yes, why? If they say no, why? How do you know? Why? The tutor should look for views to avoid yes or no questions and try to extend the discussion with a different type of questions. This yes or no type questions is also one of the technique to test reading comprehension. Retelling questions. This type technique is used to examine the reading comprehension. Retelling questions have the child retell stories she or he has read. A prompt that gets retelling started could be, tell me what happened in the story. So this type of questions may be asked in the question paper. So this type of questions is retelling questions. If the child needs more prompting, other prompts could be, what was the story about? Who was in the story? Sometimes the child may stop during the retelling. Prompt with the questions such as what happened? This type of question is asked. Then what happened? When the questions are asked orally, this type of techniques are used. Wait time. This is also one of the technique used to examine the reading comprehension. This amount of time it elapses between asking a question and either getting an answer from the child or providing more prompts for closed questions. Allowed at least 3 seconds for the child to think and respond. So this technique is used when the reading comprehension is checked orally. So normally when you write examination, your reading comprehension is given in the written format, you have to write. When your reading comprehension will be checked orally, subject enrichment activity, ESL. So when you speak, we will test. So the internal mark for 20 marks. So in that subject enrichment activity is there. There your speech will be checked and the reading comprehension will be checked. So in that place, orally your comprehension will be checked. Passage, the audio of a passage will be played. You have to hear and you have to answer for the questions. So during the time, this type of techniques are used to check retelling questions, wait time questions. So positive reinforcement are used to develop your reading comprehension during the day. Positive reinforcement, it should be used to reward the child for correct behavior and encourage more participation. So non-verbal reinforcement can be given for the students to encourage them. So it is done during the check of your reading comprehension orally. So far we have discussed about reading comprehension. So once again I will repeat it. The topic: comprehension of unseen passages. Unseen passages are given in the first part of your question paper. Your question paper will be divided into 3 sections. Section A, reading. Section B, writing and grammar. Section C, literature. So the first reading section, 2 passages will be given: discursive passage, case-based factual passage. So you have to write answer for 10 questions out of 12 questions in the first passage. In the same way, you have to write answer for 10 questions out of 12 questions. The question paper format is given here. Passage will be given, you have to write answer. As now I want to repeat that. What is comprehension? Understanding. So these things are already we have seen. We will revise it again. Comprehension, understanding. Comprehension of the passage means understanding what the writer wants to say. So purpose of the comprehension, the purpose of the comprehension to test your understanding level and grasping power. And you are required to read carefully and answer the questions. You need to have a complete understanding of the passage before attempting to answer the questions. Do not use outside knowledge in selecting or formulating your answer. Always answer only from what is in the passage. That's very important. Any answer that cannot be supported with information written or implied in the passage should be eliminated. So remember it. So you got to read the questions properly, carefully, and what are the instructions are given in that passage, you have to read it carefully. You should always be extra careful when you read the instructions. If you miss any word, you will misunderstand the important points. For example, if you are asked for antonyms or synonyms for a particular word that is in the passage, you should be very careful. Sometimes you will find a synonym for the question antonym, you will find antonym for the question synonyms. So be careful when you read the instructions. Read the questions first. That's very, very important. Always read the questions first. This makes you aware about what to look for in the passage when you read. And this helps you focus your attention on important words and phrases. You can mark the passage lightly. Please don't underline any word in the question paper, that's very, very important. But you can mark the passage lightly when you see one of those terms, making it easy to find when you are ready to verify your answer. If you first read the passage and then go on to read the questions, it often becomes necessary to search through the passage repeatedly. Then after writing an answer, you got to review your answer sheet. After you are finished with the questions, review your paper. This will help you correct your answers or reframe your sentences if necessary. You should always review and go back to the sections where you had doubts. So example exercise, it is given here. Again you can try. Questions for the passage is given. So the answers are given. So you have to try. You can select one passage or two passages You can solve it daily. So if you do daily, you will have very good exercise in the reading part. So unseen passages will be given. If you do not know from where the passage are taken, unknown passage, unseen passage. So practice daily, select a passage. So the reading comprehension, there are 3 levels of comprehensions, and according to the Barrett's taxonomy, already we have seen, let's revise. Comprehension is the essence of reading. Reading comprehension is the ability to read the text, process it, understand its meaning. An individual ability to comprehend the text is influenced by their traits and skills. So reading comprehension is the act of understanding what you are reading. It is a skill. It is an intentional, active, interactive process that occurs before, during and after a person reads a particular piece of writing. So let's revise the Barrett taxonomy of comprehension skills. First one, literal comprehension. Second one, reorganization. Third one, inferential comprehension. Fourth one, evaluation. And fifth one, appreciation. The keywords to test literal comprehension: label, list, name, relate, recall, repeat, state. Reorganization: classify, regroup, rearrange, assemble, collect, categorize. Inferential comprehension: predict, infer, guess. Evaluation: analyze, appraise, evaluate, justify, reason, criticize, judge. These words are used, these keywords are used. For the appreciation, the keywords critique, appraise, comment, appreciate, these words are used. My dear students, already we have studied about 3 levels. First level, literal level. Next one, interpretative level. The third one, applied level. Literal level, the literal level focuses on reading the passages, hearing the words, and weaving the messages. It involves identifying the important and essential information. With the guidance, students can distinguish between the important and less important ideas, facts and details. Example questions are given. The second one, interpretative level. The interpretative level focuses shift to reading between the lines. The third one is the applied level. Understanding at the literal and interpretative levels are combined in the applied level. So remember one thing. First level is reading the lines, that is a literal level. Reading the lines, reading between the lines, reading beyond the lines. When you read the comprehension, you remember it. Reading the lines, reading between the lines, reading beyond the lines. So some questions techniques are given to test the reading comprehension. Closed questions, open questions, yes or no type questions, retelling questions. These type of questions are used to test your reading comprehensions. So my dear students, you please take enough reading practice. So your question paper, 25% of your question paper, 25% of the mark, it covers reading, 25%. So discursive passage, case-based factual passage. So all the questions are multiple choice questions. So 10 questions in the first passage, 10 questions in the second passage you got to answer. But 12 questions will be in the first passage, and the second passage also 12 questions will be given. So my dear students, you practice again and again. When you practice again, you can be the best reader. Always read the passage carefully and know the important informations which are given that. Read the lines, read between the lines, read beyond the lines. Read the passage carefully and write the correct answers. Thank you so much, my dear students. If you have any questions related to the reading comprehension, you can ask me. Your questions will be answered. Thank you so much, my